The 21 weeks of engaging spirituality are broken into 3 stages. The first, called Out to the Light, invites us to reclaim wonder, gratitude, awe. Sounds nice, but what does it mean? It means receiving our lives, as well as the world around us, as gift and blessing. It means practicing being astonished. It reminds us that if we're not astonished, perhaps we're not really awake. The second stage presents a stark contrast. We call it Into the Dark. In this 7-week segment, we plumb the dark heart of the world and the broken heart of God. God who is intimate, who suffers with us in our hungers and aches, and is present to all that's incomplete in our lives. Here, participants practice lament as they share how violence, loss, injustice have impacted them. They are reminded that if our hearts are not breaking, perhaps we're not awake. And in the dark, they ponder the mystery of God's apparent absence. The third stage, sometimes called the unitive path, we call Down to Earth. Here we reflect on the heart of Jesus' teachings, the Beatitudes, our Christian path to holy living. We investigate what it means to be grounded, earthed in relationships, what it means to hunger for a better world, in community, in friendship, and joy. Bringing us back to the holy ground of our lives, this third stage empowers us to walk gracefully out in the light without fear of being in the dark. If you think engaging spirituality might just lead you into places you've not been before, that is precisely our hope. This is a journey we don't take lightly. We look to guides to help us along the way. The first guide, of course, is the Holy Spirit, our deepest connection to all that is. Also guiding the process are experienced group facilitators. Their most important task is to open a listening space, a space where intimacy and connections can deepen. The facilitators challenge participants to put down their agendas, open their hearts, and surrender to the group process, receiving and sharing gracefully. Other significant spiritual guides are the authors of the Bearings Letters. These letters are one of the most important aspects of engaging spirituality.
Probably the most unique component of engaging spirituality and the key source of context for each of the 21 sessions are letters that we have specially commissioned, addressed to participants. And we call these letters Bearings Letters because we've invited 25 what we would call spiritual pathfinders, contemporary people around the world today who are like us on a journey to wholeness and to holiness. And we've invited them to address 3 penetrating questions from their own hearts. And the questions are, in light of the crises and the possibilities of this time, what is your greatest struggle as you try to live an authentic Christian life today?
What I'm going to write here doesn't exactly seem to fit the word struggle, but I want to share with you the issue that has engaged the energies of my mind and heart most deeply for the last 25 years. It's the big picture, the awareness that humankind is coming to an impasse, a moment of critical choice.
The second question is, what is your daily practice? What do you do every day to keep you grounded in that struggle for integrity and authenticity?
These days, I try more to heed the counsel of Salvadoran grandmothers to their grandchildren. Don't be an ingrate. Give thanks to God for another day of life when you get up each morning. I also find myself giving thanks more during the day. It's hard to overdose on gratitude.
And the third question is, what challenge do you offer us, your fellow seekers, as we also try to live that holy life today?
Get up, move, do something. You who hunger and thirst for justice, you will be satisfied. Get up, go ahead, do something. Get your hands dirty, you who want to be peace builders, and you will be called children of God.
So we call them bearings because they essentially bear their soul to us in a very personal letter. And at the same time, by listening to and praying these letters, we find our own bearings ourselves.
"21 weeks. Prayerful gatherings that last 2.5 hours. Personal and shared journeys inward, outward, even beyond your comfort zone." We recognize engaging spirituality is a significant commitment that will make demands on your life. We also believe that, as God's children, we are worth it. And following Jesus today demands this kind of commitment. As you consider engaging spirituality, please ask yourself, what motivates you? What gives you joy? What breaks your heart? What can you do? We hope that by engaging spirituality, you will expose your heart to the Spirit of God, who stretches, connects, and opens us to a fullness of life we can only imagine. When this happens, we believe that then, together, we can help to heal the world.